Underdog Fantasy is the place to play if you're a fan looking to cash in on some of your favorite athletes' performances. Available in over 30 states, including New York, California, and Texas. Just call your shot on higher or lower on 2 or more player stats for your chance to win real money. Use our promo code KFTV for up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick. So download the Underdog Fantasy app today and turn every bucket into a W. Look, with the third quarter, did tired legs set in? Absolutely. I think these guys were drained from last night. Karl-Anthony Towns admitting so. And it started with lazy offense, which led to even worse defense. You know, these guys were having their way with the Bulls in the paint. 72 points in the paint tonight. We saw that also when Karl-Anthony Towns tried to will his way back into this thing in the fourth. They went away from that. No ball movement. I thought the captain got back into his hero ball mode, especially when things got uglier and uglier in the third. And then what did the Bulls do? Billy Donovan, they knew the game plan. Run these guys out the gym. They're on the second night of a back-to-back. The Bulls like to get it going in transition. And they stuck to the game plan they executed and ran these guys out the gym in the third quarter, bro. Absolute clinic by Coby White. Zach LaVine, you see Lonzo Ball getting popping in transition. Zach Giddey, Josh Giddey. They had it going.
They had it going, and the issue in this one, CP, is that three-point shooting, yet again, behooves the Knicks. They're just not capable of knocking from downtown. They're in a cold streak right now. They're getting everything they want in the paint, but they can't knock down their threes. Conversely, all these other teams have been able to knock down the three-point shot at a high clip. Tonight, you go against the Chicago Bulls, 20 of 37 from downtown. They shot 54% tonight, and they also shot 94% from the free throw line, while the Knicks were 78%. Essentially 79%. And so when you see those numbers right there, that's where the disparity is. Coby White was just on one from downtown. 9 of 11. I mean, he could not miss, man. The hoop was like an ocean for him tonight. And so
he was cooking everybody, bro. Everybody was getting it.
And this is just kind of what he does to the Knicks, man. He just is able just to utilize screens, just get a quick release off, and next thing you know, he's feeling it, knocking stuff from downtown. Zach LaVine attacking out in transition very well. You know, both him and Coby White totaling 66 points between each other. And then you have Vucevic working Karl-Anthony Towns tonight, going 10 and 19, getting 22 points in the paint. This is what's going to happen, man. And look, the Bulls, this is nothing unusual for the Bulls. They stepped up against the Celtics. They always want to step up and prove themselves against top teams. They caught the Knicks at a good time on the second night of a back-to-back. You know, they had to leave OKC, get on a plane, travel. So it's a short amount of time to recover from a tough game last night after all the starters played all 40 minutes. You know, you even got some bench minutes tonight. You got some heavy bench minutes tonight for the Knicks.
Yeah.
That wasn't enough. Not enough for the bench to even help this Knicks team, because what you get? You get you got 8. You got 12 right there. You had 17 points from the bench. 17 points from the bench, which is not enough to help the starters just shield off the Chicago Bulls tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you gave up 139 points, man. You did get better bench play today. You know, I thought Shamet gave him some decent minutes. Precious, even though, you know, Vucevic had his way with him as well. Payne got in there, tried to do some things. Overall, just wasn't good enough. Now, fourth quarter, you did have a good unit with Payne, Shamet, Hart, Towns. I believe, was it Precious out there? Who was the fifth that they had out there? That they went on a little bit of a run, and they had it to 8. Could have cut it to 5, and then they called Payne with the off-ball foul, trips up and knocks out Coby White when Shamet knocks down the 3. They could have cut it to 5, but they weren't able to do so. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it looks like Precious was that 5th guy out there. Mm-hmm. So that 5 had it going, and they tried to cut the lead down. But by then, it was a bit insurmountable, because then the Bulls would push it up by 14 with 4 minutes to go. And at that point, bro, I'm like, starters got to come out now.
Yeah, starters they should have come out early tonight, man. Tonight was not the night.
Once they push it back to 14, it's too much now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. And now you got Towns holding on to his knee, or then holding on to his hamstring. That was a bad look on Tibbs, bro.
Yeah.
That was a bad look, bro.
Bad look.
They should have came out the game.
Honestly, with 5 minutes left, it should like this game was written. Like I don't know why they brought Brunson back in. It wasn't even that close of a game, and then he came back in and nothing really happened. And this team, you just saw that they were gassed tonight. So, understandably so, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. I felt like you should just wave the white chalk. Some games you just got to look at it, man.
Chalk it up early, like, man.
No need to do that. No need to do it.
Yeah.
So I did not like seeing Towns out there. Now he's hobbling. Now you're wondering if he's going to need time to recover. You know, we thought OG was going to need time yesterday. Thankfully, he was able to play tonight. Now it's questioning, is Cat going to need time to recover? Hopefully he's okay to come back for the next game, which will be on Monday.
Yeah. Now you got to go wrestle Orlando.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You don't get no breaks. It's every other night.
Yeah.
Leading up to rematch against OKC.
It's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Absolute tough one. So hopefully he's okay, though, man. Like, you know, we'll see. Hopefully we'll get the diagnosis either later tonight or tomorrow.
I don't know, man. That didn't look good, man. I'll tell you that. Didn't look good. But, you know, look, man, he willed his team. He tried to get it done for them. And how did he do it in the fourth quarter, Al? By going inside. This is what I was talking about with this team, man. And one of my concerns, man, is getting too happy with the 3-point chucks. And if you're not gonna have any of your guards going to the basket, if you have tired legs, how you gonna hit your jumpers? Right? But they didn't want to work. Feed the big man earlier in the third. Now you got long threes, long rebounds, and they're off to the races. You got Daytona 500 on the other side. Brunson, a lot of times, last man of defense, 3 balls. Or just transition, Lonzo ball, dunk. This guy leaking backdoor, like, the transition defense gets compromised. Always. You had OG with, like, 3 terrible possessions in that third quarter. Yeah, like 2 missed threes, and then another one where he got called for an up and down. Which has happened twice now this year. Every time they went inside in the third quarter, they had success.
Yeah, Cat has been dominating in the paint. I mean, he ended the game with 44 points. So you got to figure out how. And I like that they, you know, had him out there with the bench. You got to like figure out ways, because last night he was with the bench and they didn't really go to him that much, right? Like they did, but they should have. He only ended the game with 17 points yesterday, and tonight you see keep feeding him. This is the way that you can manage the minutes between Brunson and Cat, your 2 best scorers on this team. And hopefully when they're like once on the bench, you can get some, you know, somebody to supplement the defense that you need with one of these guys out on the floor. But I liked it. You wish you did it earlier. That third quarter, man, it was just awful. I mean, it was just they couldn't get anything going. And the other thing too, man, the one thing I got to keep harping on and taking away from these games is that the defense is just not there. Okay, even last season, all right, when the injuries were through the roof with this team, right? We're talking about through the roof. We didn't have OG. You're relying on Precious as a starter, Hartenstein, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson. Like, these guys were still going back-to-backs, right? Still playing 38-plus minutes, 40 minutes a night, right? But the one thing that you knew, because most of that team had, was defense, and you could rest on your defense if your offense wasn't going. And so when I see these games, especially for these past 3 games where the Knicks have not made 10 threes now over the last 3 games, they have not made 10 threes over the last 3 games. What can you rely on outside of your offense to keep you in these matchups? Yeah. And so their defense has to step up, man. Their defense has to be there. And in a game like tonight, I get that there's tired legs, but you got to figure out a way just defensively to get stops. Like that entire third quarter, you're giving them everything. Yeah. Everything was wide open for them.
Michael White, let's go. Our guy Michael White for the 2025, Al, making his 20 for 25, first call of the year, man. Michael White, how are you, man?
First call. I was gonna call you last night, but
yeah, what happened, man? Why didn't you call last night? Man?
Well, I was on the line, but you know what? You guys were killing me with this, you know, protecting Tibbs. Tibbs is killing this team, man.
Let's go, man.
He's killing this team, man. You know that I predicted on the Discord that the Knicks would win the championship this year. Tibbs is making it impossible.
He's ruining your prediction. That's why you mad. You mad at us because Tibbs ruining your prediction.
Making it impossible, man. Look, he could have been playing guys. It doesn't matter who they were. all year long. You can't play 5 guys like that.
Wait a second.
Also,
you said it doesn't matter who he's playing?
OJ, it doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't matter what he's playing. I'm just saying, he's not making the correct moves. Okay, and he's not resting guys, and he like OG is really not a power forward. Why not play Precious at the power forward? Bring Josh out the bench. Oh, why now we got a little bit more bench then, don't we?
Precious played 27 minutes tonight, man. Precious is in the rotation.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as a starter and bring Josh Hart off the bench. And also, wait a minute. And this way you extend your bench and then you play Sims sometimes. Since they played all those minutes Sims early in the season, they let him play all those minutes. Now he doesn't play any minutes. He played 2 minutes tonight. Let him play. Let him guard that guy. That guy wasn't the greatest offensive center in the world.
Who, Vucevic?
But then you can play big lineups. You got to. But
Michael White, the Precious is playing, man. Precious played tonight, man.
Yeah. But this is just. But he's not. What I'm saying is, you got OG playing power forward, and I don't like that. I think OG should be playing the small forward. And that we should have Precious playing the power forward, and then he can guard the other team's best man all the time from wing.
OG was playing. OG was guarding Zach LaVine tonight. Who was guarding Zach LaVine tonight? Al? Wasn't OG guarding Zach LaVine? He was guarding himself.
It was Bridges and OG. It was a mix.
He's never played 60 games in a year, has he? I mean, this guy was tired, man. You can't play guys 40 minutes, the whole team. Man, Tibbs is blowing this thing, man. He's blowing it.
Okay. So who's the coach that you want, Michael White?
Yeah, who do you want? Who do you want, Michael White? Who do you want? I'm seeing people that we.
I don't know. I'm not saying.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Michael White on the 2025.
Tibbs gotta be stopped, man. Tibbs gotta be stopped, man.
Appreciate the call, man.
He's blowing a perfect team, man.
Come on, man. You're not helping us, man. You're not helping us. Appreciate the call, man. We're gonna drop him off, man. We're going to drop Michael White off. First you talk about, man, play anybody. It don't matter. Then when you're like, who do you want to coach? I don't know, man. I'm like, yo, help us help you, man. What do you want us to do? You didn't even give us a suggestion, man. We might be able to make a call for you, Michael White.